And so much is driving us forward, especially when we reflect on the conversation we had earlier about music. And I think that's one thing that we have that not only commemorates times in our history, but also allows us to celebrate. And I think right now is an opportunity to do just that. From platinum hits with Perez to climbing the Austrian indie charts with his latest project, we are about to bring in SonOfOld. And Nick Olsen is back on home soil and ready to bring his powerful new sound to Cape Town. So joining us in studio this morning ahead of his performances in Cape Town this week, Nick is chatting about the evolution of his music, the magic behind his new album, Echoes from a Silent Hill, and the exciting reunion with fellow Perez bandmate Matt Wilkinson. I think with that intro, let's give him a feel-good welcome! Yeah! Fireworks! Explosions!
Hello.
Morning, bro. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah?
Good to be here.
Yeah.
It's early, but it's good.
Yeah. That's the first challenge always, especially for rock stars like you. So the fact that you showed up here this early, that's a massive win, bro. Congrats.
Oh my goodness. We'll give you all the energy that you need,
No,
right?
you guys are great.
Good. Don't even stress about that. All right, talk us through your journey. I'm so excited to get into the music, which we will in just a little bit. But your journey to being SonOfOld, I mean, it's been marked by so much growth, but also creativity. So I'm really interested to hear about that.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a musician. That was kind of my thing from when I was small. And the first real band that had success was Perez in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, I was young. I was in my 20s, and it was a very, very quick climb with this band. We did pretty well in a very short space of time. And then I kind of got a taste of what it was like to actually have a successful career. And it's been uphill since then.
Did you have a moment?
As it does.
Did you have that classic moment where you had to speak to your loved ones and your friends and stuff, and you'd be like, "I'm starting a band, baby."
I'm starting a band.
Yeah, I had a band at school with the schoolmates, and I'd always
great.
invite them. And my parents used to take me to different clubs in Durban.
Oh, nice.
Because I was underage, where I could play.
Right.
Wow, cool
but they would
parents.
allow us in to play a gig, and then we'd have to be ushered out of there.
So you couldn't stay for the after.
So it was always kind of there, and people always knew me as a band type of guy, someone that plays music and plays in bands, and
Well, you got the look down, so that's half the journey.
But you're not just playing in bands, man. You're doing incredible things. And this album, Echoes from a Silent Hill, this is incredible. You're featuring some international artists. We've got Rami in there as well.
Yes.
What contributed to the album, to the sound and the inspiration behind it?
Well, inspiration, actually, I was living in Cape Town at the time, and when I wrote all that material, and it became kind of clear to me that I was going to need to move abroad, and I was quite sad about that.
Okay.
And so I decided I need to record this album, and the Silent Hill is a reflection on Cape Town. So it's really about Cape Town City and my experience here. So that's what the album's kind of based on.
And we were looking at the cover of it right now, right? It's kind of like, it looks like you had some sort of, I didn't think it was this one, but this is wilder than I thought. So is that almost like a lion's head in the background?
Yes,
maybe?
that was a reference to the artist.
Nice.
So it's got that in the road, and the road, like a road that you travel. The eyes, I suppose.
Somebody's watching me.
I don't know, maybe. The guy was a fantastic artist. Cameron Lofstrand is the artist for that. So,
I think it's so perfect, though, because if you didn't realize it, you literally have so many eyes on you as you're progressing through that journey, as you're conquering the hill.
Yeah.
So if you want some more narrative on the album cover, I'm your guy, bro.
I'll come for some
spokesperson of SonOfOld. I'd love to see it. Let's talk about your sound and how it contributes to the plethora of music that we have in South Africa. We were listening to you during the breaks, and it is incredible. It is so reminiscent of a sound that I used to just be at the forefront of every single day. And there's something nostalgic about it, but also so fresh. So tell me more about your sound and how it contributes to our tapestry in the country.
I mean, I start with Perez and all the other acts. It was very rock orientated. But I kind of, through my mother, who is involved in Maskanda music, learned a little bit about different tunings and styles of playing. And I tune my guitar in a rather odd way. and write all the songs like that.
Sure.
And so I try to have that reference, but it's still firmly grounded in folk music and pop music and rock music and so.
The coming together of folk Maskandi. Who would have thought? That is beautiful.
I'm getting a bit caught up on this tune right now, man. And listen, there's an incredible opportunity for everybody right now that even doesn't even know about you. You guys have a tour literally happening at the moment, the Homecoming Tour, which is in Cape Town. What's it been like? Talk to me about it. And I'm sure people, after listening to you, want to still get some tickets if they can.
Yeah, no, we're playing. We did some a festival in KwaZulu-Natal, and then that was great, and a concert in Durban as well. And then now we're playing in Cape Town, and we're playing at Cafe Roo on Sunday. So it's a lovely, lovely day there, and I'm sure there's a few tickets available. We're excited to present the music. I've got the band from the members of Perez flew out.
Whoa,
we actually did a little reunion at one of the festivals. So
this is an international event.
It's going to be kind of cool to be able to play this music I've done on my own with my friends from the band that kind of defined me a little bit in South Africa.
Yeah.
And it's public holiday the next day, so no one's got any excuse.
Yeah, and it's kind of an early show too. So I think it starts at like 7 or 6, between 6 and 7 at the doors open. So it's not a late one.
Yeah.
But it'll be good fun. Yeah.
And then also there's an after party that he's going to tell you about if you come to Cafe Roo, okay?
And you're finally of age to stay there. Your parents
Exactly. And have a drink or two, that's allowed. It is Freedom Day on Monday, right?
Yeah.
And we are reflecting on the 31 years of democracy in South Africa. And when you think about freedom and freedom in your music or freedom in your movement, I mean, how does that contribute to your creative expression?
Yeah, I think freedom is it's fundamental to being creative.
Yeah.
And of course, there's been a history where music was censored. And that's a big part of the liberation of South Africa.
Right.
And from a musical perspective, there was a lot of music, from all over the world that was banned here. But in the end, there's that freedom, and there's also freedom in how there's a market out there, and if you want to make a living, you're never completely free because it's this constant fight. I think every musician you can ask has that.
Right.
So freedom is fundamental to things, but sometimes it's limited, eh?
The fight continues.
Yeah, but I think that's part of the struggle, and that's part about being creative and doing cool things, and actually just thinking outside of the box. And I think that's where.
I think we should change the narrative to it's the freedom to sustain yourself. And you have the option to do that in whichever way you choose. You're using your gifts to do that. Yeah. And I think that's the challenge right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it's a wonderful thing. And that's the struggle, and that's part of what life is about.
Exactly.
And we are not complaining because we get to hear incredible sounds, incredible music, and we get to celebrate this weekend. Cafe Roo this Sunday in Mzansi. And if you want more reason, then we got more reason because SonOfOld is going to be performing in just a bit. So we've got every reason to maybe get those tickets if you're in Cape Town or follow them for their next events. And it's going to be like an international event at that. It's going to be beautiful, to say the least. So it's not just that we're looking forward to, but a whole lot more, right?
So much more. They're also going to be performing at House of Machines. So if you are around the Cape Town City area, make sure that you also get yourself a seat there and enjoy it. And at Cafe Roo, of course, on Sunday. But we still have right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, he's going to perform. SonOfOld's going to be absolutely incredible. And then, of course, our Bacomo Powerball, our final winner.
Our final winner. What letters are going to be? We got a B, a O, a K, and another O. But we need to find a winner. We'll see you after this.